Okay, good morning and welcome to Iyun on Mishna. Today we're going to be analyzing Terumos, Parakeh, Mishna tests. The end of the Mishnah says that this halacha, famous halacha, ein mevatan ish l'chadchila, right? Even though something's batal and rov, or here it's batal and meya, 100 by truma, if it's only 97 parts, you can't add 3 parts to mevatal 100 to 1, because if you haven't b'shogeg, it's mutter unintentionally, but if you do it on purpose, that's called ein mevatan ish l'chadchila. It's an issur d'Rabbanan. Technically, midaraisa, it's batal, we're going to see in a second, but they made a knas, you can't benefit from it, you have to treat it as all as truma, and have to give it all to the Kohen. Now, the Rav points out in the previous halacha that, let's say you have less than 1 to 100, and you grind it up, you grind the seeds up into flour, right? And now you have a larger amount of flour than you had of the seeds. So can you assume that the extra mass that you have there, the chulin expanded and the truma remained the same. So now you have 1 to 100. Before you had 1 to 97. And now the chulin got more and the truma remained the same. So the Mishnah says, under normal circumstances, you can't assume that. But if you know the chulin are healthier and better species of grain than the actual one of truma, so you can assume that, right? And the Rav points out, even if you could even do l'chadchila, even though you know by doing this, you're going to make it, now it's 97 to 1 ratio, you're going to make it 100 to 1 ratio, you're allowed to do that. So why is that not called ein mevatan ish l'chadchila? So based on this distinction, we have to say the issur of ein mevatan ish l'chadchila is the purpose is that, the idea is that you can't go ahead and do an action just in mevatel. If it's a natural process which happens, normally you're going to convert flour seeds into wheat seeds into flour. That's what you're going to do. That's normal circumstances. Even if I know that I'm going to mevatel it, that doesn't make a difference, because my intention was not to mevatel it. It's all ben and kavana. If your kavana is not to mevatel, kavana is I have to process it and make it into flour. I could have taken it off before I didn't. That's okay. I'm processing it. I'm not doing it intentionally. When I do it intentionally, so that's the raya that even when you're mevatel chachila, it is like b'shogeg. It is a valid. Even if you do it amazed, even if you do it amazed, midaraisa it's batel. It's a knas. That's what we know. Like the Rav says, it's a knas midarabbanan, because you did it intentionally. Really, it works. You added, it was 97 to 1. You added 3 chulin, right, to make it 100 to 1. But it's because your intention. Chazal said you're not supposed to do that. We'll have to talk more about a different time about why you're not allowed to do this. But because Chazal said you're not supposed to mevatel ish l'chadchila, so therefore they made a knas based on your intention. And it's important to tell me the Raisa it is batel. They're abundant. They say you can't benefit from it. So therefore, you wouldn't be chayim misib de shamayim. It would be batel midaraisa. It wouldn't be truma. And at least 100 parts chulin. It wouldn't be truma. If you took off one part and gave it to the Kohen, the other 100 parts midaraisa would be chulin. It's just they're abundant. They treat it as truma, and you would not be chayim misib de shamayim based on that. That's the Iyun for today. I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.